Oh my gosh, guys, I think I had a stark realization here. I'm part of the problem! Yeah, okay, I've made that joke a number of times over the past few years. But this is the territory that you have to start approaching when you make videos about stuff every single day. You talk about things that people are talking about, and you go over stories that people around the hockey world are discussing. That is exactly what we did a few days ago, when we made this video talking about Kirby Dach and the Montreal Canadiens, and a bad news update. Not a bad news Barrett, but a bad news update on Dach and his health status, courtesy of Maxime Truman and DonLesCoulisses.com. This video went over the scoop that apparently Dach didn't really progress too much in his injury, and that he may or may not be available for training camp. It was a pretty big deal, and you can watch the video that we made the other day to see what the scoop was. But leave it to Eric Engels to set things right in the world, and to come out here and to give us a new update as to what's actually going on with Kirby Dach. This is the tweet that Engels had earlier this morning. Quick note from my vacation. Look at this guy. He's going out there and giving us folks the scoop that we need whilst he is on vacation. Eric Engels, what a true gamer over here. He says this: 1, it was never guaranteed that Kirby Dach would be ready for the start of training camp. And it is also premature to suggest that he won't be. And number 2, suggestions that Dach has had a setback in his recovery are completely false. Not only has he not had a setback, he's progressing really well, and, according to my sources, he is crushing his summer training. That's all. Hope everyone is enjoying the sunshine. I'm sorry, Eric Engels, I'm not. It's rainy here in Vancouver these few days here. It's kind of weird. It's been sunny all week up until Tuesday. Then Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to get some rain and clouds. Maybe a chance of meatballs in there too. Who really knows? But Eric Engels goes out there and sets things straight. I was kind of interested in this point, though. It was never guaranteed that Dach would be ready for the start of training camp. That's interesting to me. Dach ended up playing his last game on the 2024-2025 season in, what was it? February 22nd. So after the Four Nations break, the guy had 13 minutes time on ice, they won 5-2, and then Dach was never to be seen again. I get it, these things take time. Injuries are never the same for everybody. And depending on where it is, you can definitely have extended recovery times, but man, oh man, if Dach is not guaranteed to be coming back for training camp in September, let's do the math here, folks. So the end of February, start of March, that's maybe a week. So March to April, June. No, I skipped May. I'm an idiot. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months? 6 months and a little bit for Kirby Dach on this injury? Man, this guy has already missed so many games. He missed out on almost the entire 2020-2021 season because he got injured at the start of the World Juniors. That was the weird year where the World Juniors was preceding the NHL season, I'm pretty sure. It was the COVID shutdown year. After all, it was kind of weird. But then, 70 games in 21-22, 58 games in 22-23, 2 games in 23-24. Dude, this guy has gone through the worst luck possible. And now it's not even a guarantee that he comes over and starts training camp? Like, say what you want about how it's premature to suggest he won't be. The idea is that if he does not start at training camp, then this guy would have already missed so much time, and it becomes a lot more concerning here with his long-term projectability as a Canadiens guy. With that said, though, again, this Engels update is not all doom and gloom. It was not a guarantee, and it's premature to suggest that he won't be. but you also have to acknowledge that he is progressing well and apparently is crushing his summer training. That was a pretty big deal for a lot of folks who were watching the Brassard tapes and going out there seeing the guys skate around in public. Hey, where's Kirby Dach? People were trying to scout out videos of Nick Suzuki's wedding. Like, hey, where's Dach? Where is he? I can't see him in the videos. A lot of people were getting all detective on this situation here, and I guess it makes sense, right? Like, this guy's supposed to be the second-line center for Montreal this upcoming season. Or I guess you should say that he isn't really supposed to be, but he de facto is right now if you project nobody else getting added to the Habs. So expectations are high for this former third overall pick. Man, you know what I just realized? We've been doing all these memes about how third overall guys find themselves in Montreal all the time, seemingly. From Alex Galchenyuk to Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Kirby Dach, Jonathan Drouin, and I just realized that Mason McTavish was a third overall pick too. Haha, knock on wood, nothing substantial goes out there and happens. But let's refer back to Kirby Dach for a second and talk about some of the other notes here, because of course this tweet went sort of viral. A lot of people going out there and responding to it. Thank you for this update, Eric. Hi, Eric. If that's true, why did he leave Brassard and all the chances he could have had to skate with his teammates so quickly? Eric, I understand that some may be putting false narratives out there, but can you blame any Habs fans that don't trust his durability? To be honest, I don't think many Habs fans are putting value in his offseason work. We want to see him in the lineup consistently. Did people actually read the Maxime Truman article? We did on this YouTube channel. The evidence presented is so weak. He came to Montreal for a wedding but didn't skate. Someone saw him in Edmonton lifting light. Come on, people. Real journalism, thank you. The fan base really needed to hear this, thank you. 2 weeks ago, he showed in Brassard with his teammates that he's 100% ready. Now he's training in Edmonton. Big deal. Talking heads throwing gasoline on a barbecue, yet they have nothing to light it. Meaning zero facts, all rumor, engagement farming 100%. Well, I can't say that I'm not guilty of that. I've made it very clear, folks. Please, y'all shouldn't be surprised about this. I run a YouTube show talking about hockey for a living. We have to go out there and talk about stuff even when there's nothing to talk about, which is why the off-season show is run this way. To end things off, let's go over onto the RHAB subreddit because there were some comments made by the folks over there, partly satirical, which is why I'm even making this video commentary over here. The Eric Engels tweet was posted, and then one of the top replies says this. Where was it? Oh, good. Now everyone and their dog can put out another podcast and YouTube video about this. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Gotta right the wrongs when you have the right information in front of you, right? And I'm saying that fully saying that Eric Engels is more trustworthy than the folks over on DonLisCoulisses.com and Maxime Truman. I think that's a generally agreed upon opinion, so I feel comfortable in saying it. But of course, this does go against what was reported by somebody else, which is why multiple YouTube videos on the topic exist. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Kirby Dach and this new update on the Montreal Canadiens second-line center to be. What are your thoughts on him not being guaranteed for the start of training camp, but the idea that he actually is progressing really well and he's crushing his summer training? How much more hopeful does that make you feel about this situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.